Dwarven Realms is a new kid on the block, created by a pair of hot twins. The boys over at Creator Studios decided to willingly sponsor me to check it out, so let's do it. These are my first impressions playing Dwarven Realms. Now, if you haven't heard of this game before, that's all good. As they're a small indie studio working on the game, they don't have the kind of cash AAA studios have to shove a gazillion fucking ads down your throat. And I've come to appreciate these kinds of games more lately, especially as the last couple of years of AAA gaming has turned to shit. Anyhow, let's make ourselves a character, shall we, so we can start blasting. I'm going for the offline character, because when it's available, we may as well use it. Starting us off, we have Mr. Suck here. We obviously can't have that. Let's make ourselves a baddie instead. Almost there. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, let's go with that. There seemed to be quite a bit of customization here, which is good. Last Epoch flashbacks, anyone? And a name. Let's go with something amazing. Nah, that's too immature. That's better. Spawning in, the graphics looks just fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, but surprisingly good for a small indie company. The movement also feels smooth and reminds me a lot of V-Rising, which is a damn good game. Now, for a bit of backstory. The main objective in this game are these ruptures that we're heading into, which feels a lot like infernal hordes for all the Diablo 4 enjoyers out there. You basically run around and slaughter a bunch of enemies and gain as many resources as possible. How, you may ask? By killing more, obviously, and you're not exactly going to run out of enemies. They're going to fill your entire screen eventually. The density in here can get quite insane. What surprised me, though, was the amount of customization. For starters, we have these type of goblets. You basically slap one of these bad boys on, and you're getting a new skill. You then want to keep blasting as much shit as possible for the essences and pick up the additional essence around you. When your essence is filled up, you can reach a boss. You'll fight a buttload of different bosses in the game, all with their own mechanics. This one throws shit at the ground and spawns ads. Easy peasy. Now this is where the good stuff is, the skill tree. And also the fact that the game is only €9.75 on Steam, which calculates to roughly 1.5 Big Macs for the American viewers. I'll have a link in the description for you awesome people if you're interested. Now the skill tree has a lot of interesting stuff in it. Not unlike Path of Exile, you have big and small nodes. You'll take different routes depending on what stats you want to stack and get the bigger nodes for big hecking damn, or defensives if you're a cuck. I'm obviously going full big dick damage and fully stacking strength before heading into the next rupture, but you can do whatever the hell you want. I reckon there will be a lot of build guides out after the official launch as well on the 27th, seeing as there are already a bunch of nerds with thousands of hours in the game. Alright, so next I grabbed a few stats and gear pieces followed by heading into the next rupture. But you know me, no interesting stats can make me stray from my path. It's strength all the way, baby.
Well done, Toothpick.
I slapped it with ease, of course, and found out about even more customization, and that's weapon skills. For each different weapon, you have different skills that you can unlock depending on how much shit you've slapped with it. It's a clever way to add some additional customization. And in case you're from D4, it's basically the barbarian arse anal system with the difference of the barb passives not actually doing anything LMAO. After slapping some more bosses and leveling up, I got back home and accustomed me to some crafting, because there is quite a bit of crafting in this game. You can upgrade items, gain experience, build on your home base, buy passives, and much more. Probably worth it unless you want to suck a massive schlong at the game, but I decided to raw dog this bad boy for the glory. And when I talk about bad boy, I mean this massive dragon, because this is the boss of Act 1, and I absolutely obliterated it. I must admit, though, the bosses in this game are not easy, especially if you're a dogshit newbie 12 beer down such as myself. You actually need to follow the mechanics and don't get hit by stupid shit, which is extremely refreshing for a change, seeing as every game currently is just way too easy. Heading off to the next act, I kept blasting and upgrading my gear for a few hours. But I want to fast forward to the end here, because I managed to collect myself a bunch of broken skills, and the game was getting more fun. I'm currently running some kind of ultimate, a whirlwind, a dragon spinning around me and more, creating the current chaos that is my build. If you can even call it a build Mao. I did beat the boss quite easily though. After a few tries, that is. It spawned a bunch of annoying ads beating my ass up and the boss trying to knock me down. I do have to agree that the bosses are indeed quite enjoyable though. And then, my friends, we get to the end of this first impression. I played the game for a few hours, so here are my thoughts. The game is made by an indie studio, that's apparent. But at the same time, that is also a good thing. Checking out their Discord, they are constantly pushing out updates, communicating with their player base, and, well, actually being a good pair of dudes. It's obvious that the devs enjoy what they're doing, and that's a fresh breath of air, honestly. For the gameplay, it's fun. Just simple, no bullshit and easy fun. It doesn't have any strange, annoying RNG mechanics built in just to keep you hooked longer. You just hop in, play the game for a while and move on. Just like all games should be. For how cheap it is, you're going to get a lot out of this game. I'll keep trying it out and I'm excited to see where the game is heading, but next time I'll probably try hardcore. Gotta spice it up. Check it out on Steam if you're interested. Alright, that's all for this one. Short and sweet like my dick.